Hocus Max Mills in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people are like, oh.
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be
Covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so we are at it again. We have a second take. So you guys let me know if you can hear. Let me know if you can see. Because we got to get into some things. Okay, Tasha K had a meltdown on her backup channel. She got her panties all up in a bunch over the lead attorney. Okay. You got to go on over there and you got to check out the lead attorney on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. He does excellent commentary, excellent breakdown on her case when he decides to cover it. He's an actual attorney. I learned today in his video that he is from Georgia. So I guess he's practicing in Georgia. So you guys can hear and see. Okay, I feel like there might be a little lag. I don't know, but it's just going to have to be what it be. You guys just going to have to keep up. I feel like it's going to go in and out. It's, you know, it's probably just one of those days where, you know, my, no. I feel like the live is just probably going to be fading in and out. So, oh, Parker says she's a new sub. Okay. So, thank you for joining the channel. So, we got Too Blessed to Be Stressed. We've got Latoya McDowell, CR, hey girl. We have Alice Morris, Latoya. We have Parker, who is a new sub. Life with the Leonard Family. Call Me Darling. Jessica Parks. Tales and Fairies. And Trick Mama. Yes, ma'am. So, you guys, he did an excellent job. I feel like he was right on the money. I actually enjoyed watching it, and I felt like, you know, I was spot on about the information that I gave on my channel yesterday. I feel like, you know, the narrative that if it is discovered that Tasha paid any type of money for this or any type of compensation, that this woman was compensated in any way, yeah, that is stepped up an ante. That's going to take it up a notch. So we're going to talk about the meltdown, child. Tasha's not looking well. To me, I mean, I feel like she's stressed. You know, she looks like she's losing weight. I mean, check these little photos out. I mean, she just looked like she's losing weight. Like she was just ranting and raving on that live and on the wino case. She said, I'm not losing my channel. I wish y'all stop saying that shit. She went off. I mean, she went off. I mean, this is what she was looking like when she was going off. She was responding to the video that he did, and I guess people were in the comments like, hey, are you going to lose your channel? Are they going to take down? People were commenting and she was going off. I mean, looked like the chiclets were going to fall out. I mean, I keep saying I don't know why she got her teeth done. I mean, I get that everybody nowadays, they're getting veneers. I've even been thinking about getting some, because, it just gives you that little look, it's polished, just they look like, you getting money, you know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking about getting some veneers, but I don't think that Tasha's face is really built for veneers. I mean, I felt like those teeth were going to fall out. You know how older people, when they talking to you and they got them dentures in and they slip out. That's just what it looked like to me. It was given that those teeth was getting ready to fall out. I mean, she was in such rare form. She was so upset. So upset. So we're going to talk about this federal probe that Tasha K and this prison guard is under, this retired prison employee, because that is exactly what it is. It is a probe. It is an investigation. What other word can we use? It is an investigation. The feds are doing it. It is a probe. It is an investigation. They're looking into why did this guard, this worker, whatever disciplinary action worker, whatever she was, why did she need to be accessing R. Kelly's information, his record, his files over 153 times? Why did she need to be accessing that? Okay. When Tasha went live in 2019 and had to give these receipts and had to have these exclusive videos, they wanted to know, how did this woman get this information? Why is there a lady over in Georgia? We over here in Chicago. The worker is in Wisconsin. Why does this woman on YouTube know R. Kelly's business? Why does she have transcripts? Why is she reading directly from her phone and knows exactly what's going on in our jail? So for the winos and the people that support Tasha K, I get it. I understand you don't want to see her in trouble. You don't want to see her lose her channel. You don't want to see her lose everything that she's worked hard for. I understand that. I would not want to see anyone that I care about, anyone that I like, anyone that I support. I wouldn't want to lose everything that I've worked for. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to lose everything that you've worked for. So I get the support, and I get, that people stand with Tasha and they don't want to see her lose it all. I mean, what woman would want to see another woman lose everything? But I feel like all the dirt that Tasha has done, all of the, exposing she's done, all of the dirty secrets, the dirty laundry that she's aired on people, whether it be true, false, fictitious, made up, whatever. I just feel like people want to see her get her karma. The people that she's reported on, the people that she once supported, wanted to get tea from them. Then when they don't give her the tea, then when they don't, come on her platform, she's ready to diss them. She's ready to start dragging them. She's ready to do videos on them. So people are lined up waiting to see the fall of Tasha K. They are lined up. Now, that's not, something that we would, usually be happy to see. But this is just the nature of it. This is just the reality of it. People are lined up wanting to see, because she has done so much dirt in these streets. Other YouTubers, celebrities, and the like. So people are lined up waiting to see. She's told all of these tall tales that, oh, I'm not broke. Oh, I've got this. I'm swearing on my kids. I'm winning lawsuits. I have the best team of lawyers. And then we find out that she's using prepaid legal services. We find out that her and Olga must have had a drink before they went to court. We have on video, and we're going to take a look at those videos, because I want you guys to understand the type of lawyers that Tasha K has. So we're hoping that she's not going to go into another situation using these lawyers. Because if this is the representation that she's going to have, they're not going to be a match for the feds. Okay, so it's the people for me that are in the comments, that are in the chat, that are supporting Tasha and are absolutely sticking to the narrative that she did nothing wrong. This is not criminal. She didn't commit the act. The person that worked at the jail did. I get it. I get that you're standing for someone that you care about, someone that you support. But that is not the reality. The reality is that crimes were committed. There was a need for federal investigators, federal agents to get a warrant, to seize computers, to seize information. Anytime the feds have a warrant, they've been watching since 2019. And let's not forget that Tasha is also in this lawsuit with Cardi B. You guys do remember that the element to that is that they're at the stage where experts, forensic experts, are combing her audio, visual recordings or whatever, her equipment or whatever. They're combing it, looking for information regarding that case. We know that they had moved for an extension of time so they can give the experts more time. So we've covered that here on the channel, that Tasha is also going through that. So this could be why you see this look. This is why she looks like this. This woman is stressed out. The weight she been trying to lose, all it took was a federal probe. Boom. She is looking, pressed. She is looking stressed. I would be stressed and I would be pressed as well. And in this video, she's like, y'all cut that shit out. I'm not going to lose my channel. Just maybe a couple dollars or some money I'm going to have to pay. She's very good at deflecting, very good at downplaying things. So that makes people feel like, well, she's got it under control. As usual, Tasha's got it under control. She's got it under control. So that makes them think that she has not committed any crimes. Because if she's not, acting like she's worried about it, well, then they're feeling that as well. Oh, well, then she must not be too pressed. It must not be that serious because she's still doing videos. She's still saying that she's good. She's still acting like she is on top of the world. But then when you look at her face and you look at her actions, homegirl is stressed, pressed, stressed, very much. She is very much so pressed. I don't give a damn if it's $10. I don't give a damn if it's $20. No one wants to have to pay out lawsuits. No one wants to have to pay out anything to anyone that, over some damn videos. If you look at it, you think about it, what she's in court for already with Cardi B, was it worth it? Did you get what you wanted out of it? What? You're not still at 1 million subscribers. Did you get what you were going for? No, you still didn't break 1 million views. You still didn't break 1 million subscribers. Yeah, you're up to 900 and some K, but was it worth it? And then, like I keep saying, it's the narrative of, oh, you're envious. Oh, you're jealous. I'm not envious and jealous of anything. Me and Tasha K are peers. We are co-workers. We are both working on Google's platform. She is not in any way, shape, or form in a better position than any other YouTuber. She is on Google with the rest of us. She is sitting here with the rest of us. So I don't get what it is that we are all jealous of. What are we jealous of? That she's been on YouTube since 2005, 10, 8, whenever, 15, I don't know what the damn date is, but if you've been on YouTube more than 5 years or 8 years, you damn sure better have over 900K subscribers. After all the shit that you've done to get there, you better have that many subscribers. But I keep telling you, out there in YouTube world, it's not about the subscribers. It's about the views. To hell with the subscribers. The views is how you get paid. You don't get paid off of subscribers. And then it's the people that say, oh, well, Tasha's not, she's not pressed because she's not worried. We're not worried talking about the AdSense money. We're not talking about the money she's making off the videos. We're talking about her endorsements. We're talking about her promotional deals. What? Pangea? What? Current debit cards? I don't see anything new. I see nothing new on the commercials. I see no new sponsors. I see no new sponsors of these videos. I see the same dirty coochie commercial. I see the same boldly raise a glass. I see the same set. I see the same swiveling in the chair. I see the same thing going on Friday after Friday. I don't see anything any different. So I don't see why any YouTuber would be jealous of that. Jealous of what? Was it worth it? Was it really even worth it? All of the lies that we've exposed here, we've exposed lie after lie after lie. We've exposed that she's not winning with Cardi B. We exposed that 8 months ago. We exposed that the summary judgment, Cardi filed it and she was going to win that summary judgment. We exposed it. I told everyone back then that Tasha K was not winning that lawsuit based off of the paperwork that was in her pacer, in the case, how the case was going, the paperwork and the motions that were being filed. You could tell that she was not winning the lawsuit. You can tell. So just looking at that and watching her go off and lie and drag and try to lie her way and weasel her way out of it just for her to have to come out now and say, oh, I did lose. I did lose the summary judgment. I did lose. And for the comment of, Brookside L says she looks guilty and scared on her backup page. Yeah, she does look guilty and scared on her backup page. She did look guilty and scared. I mean, here's the looks. It was giving this. It was giving, don't ask me about my channel. I'm not losing my goddamn channel. I thought the chiclets were going to fall out. I thought she was going to have a stroke on this damn live. She was going off. She was going off. And Cassia Hayward says, Tasha K, don't be dragging nobody. Girl, you's a lie. She absolutely does drag. What do you think she was doing in that video? She was dragging the lead attorney. She was going off because of the 4-hour video that he did exposing her, exposing the fact that she committed a crime to get exclusive receipts. She didn't like the narrative. She didn't like the fact that he was telling the truth. Anyone that doesn't, cater to her narrative and anyone that does not give the information the way she wants it to be given, she gonna go on that backup channel and she gonna go off. Child, she looked like Boosie tonight. Goddamn, don't tell me about my goddamn channel. I ain't losing my goddamn, y'all stop saying that goddamn shit. That's how she looked. Look at her face. She's goddamn. My daughter laughing at me. I ain't losing my goddamn channel. Y'all stop saying that shit. She was going off. She was going off. And my thing is, no one told you to do this. No one told you to participate in this activity. And then, we saw that there's going to be, I don't know if Wiley did his video, but of course he wants to come to her defense and say, Tasha K didn't pay for this information. So you really want to play in my face? You really want to play in my face? Okay. You want to tell me that Boosie didn't pay for that information? You want to tell me that Boosie did not pay for that information? So you really want to play in my face and say that a prison guard risked her retirement, risked her 401k plan, risked it all just to give Tasha K an exclusive? Just to give Tasha K R. Kelly's records for free. Let me tell you something. Nothing as salacious as that is free. Okay? She absolutely paid for that tea. She might have not. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If it's not money, if it is any compensation involved, it doesn't have to be money. It could be anything. As long as it is considered you a give and take, you gave me this, I gave you this, and they uncover that, that's a crime. That is a crime. Do you not understand? That is a violation. First of all, that's a violation of R. Kelly's privacy. I don't care if this man is considered in people's eyes guilty or not guilty. He still has rights. You're still violated his rights. Period. I don't care whether or not he's guilty or not guilty. That's not the topic at hand. And the people that have been in the comments wanting to twist that narrative and wanting to bring that into this subject, that has nothing to do with it. He still has rights. Azriel Clary, the person, Jocelyn, the other people that are in these emails, the people that were giving money, putting money on the books, the people that are on the visiting list, whatever it is, the information that is in these records that this employee kept accessing day after day after day, 153 times, day after day after day. Then you not only did you access it, you now emailed it to your Gmail. You now emailed it to your Gmail. So the fact that the feds obtained a warrant, do you not understand what the word warrant means? That means they've been watching for 2 years. They knew about this since 2019. They've been watching for 2 years. They realized that Tasha K is also in federal court already with Cardi B. They are also already using forensic experts combing Tasha's computer hard drives, accessing her old social media accounts, accessing DMs, accessing inboxes, accessing emails to go with Cardi B's case. How do you know that this didn't come up because of that? How do you know that these are not the same forensic people combing these files? It could all be the same deal. It could all be all intertwined. Now, if it's separate, it's separate. But it's still the same thing. They are combing the files looking for information. And I do not care if you hit delete. I don't care if you tried to scrub your hard drives. They're going to find the information that they're looking for. You gave this woman a Cash App, if you gave her anything. Now, I had some people say this. Well, Tasha K is considered a journalist. She's considered media. And media and journalists, we are allowed as a YouTuber, we're media, we're journalists. We're allowed to be given information. If you are a journalist, you are absolutely not supposed to pay for interviews. You're not supposed to pay for information. You can have someone give you the information. They can tell it to you. They can, however they choose to deliver it to you. You can say to them, well, yes, I'll interview you. Yes, I will receive the information that you want to tell me, but I cannot pay you for it. I cannot compensate you for it. As a journalist, that is the number one rule. So if you want to play the journalism card, if you want to play the media card, then you cannot be taking money. You cannot be giving money. You cannot be paying for interviews. You cannot be paying for tea. You cannot be making any type of exchange, something for something. I don't care if it was tickets to a game, if it was tickets to, to see a movie, if you paid for dinner, if you sent gift cards, whatever it is, if you gave someone compensation, it does not have to be money. If you gave someone compensation, you paid, you compensated them. That's a crime. That information is protected under the federal law. So the federal prisons, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, R. Kelly's information, his logs to his phone calls, everything that she had access to, that is private and it is protected under the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Federal Bureau of Investigations. When you got the feds involved, it is not any longer a laughing matter. It's not a state thing. It's not a laughing matter. When the feds are involved, it is a serious situation. We have a comment from Coyote Cage that says, so automatically you're thinking she paid. I am definitely thinking that some type of compensation was given. No one is going to give that information to a blogger for nothing. This woman was all the way in Wisconsin. You mean to tell me she contacted Tasha K out of nowhere and just said, here, you're doing the R. Kelly story. I work at this jail. Here, you can have the information. No, ma'am. She accessed that 153 times. She accessed R. Kelly's information 153 times. You do not do that for free. And then you just happen to retire after the deed was done. You did not get that information for free. And as I stated, I will repeat for the people in the back, for the people that are slow to hear and slow to comprehend. When I say paying, when I say compensating, it does not have to be financial. It doesn't have to be financial. When you compensate someone, when you gift someone for giving you information, it doesn't have to be money. It could be tickets to a game. It could be tickets to the movies. It could be Grubhub coupons. It could be a $10 Cash App. It could be compensation in the form of anything. When you are a journalist and when you are media, in order to be protected by that journalist media card for the information, you are not supposed to take payment. And also, if you are a journalist, there are code of ethics that journalists stand by to always tell the truth, to always act with integrity. There are code of ethics that journalists abide by. It's like 7 of them. It's like 7 key ethics that they abide by as journalists. So the telling the truth, she already done violated the first rule, the first ethic, telling the truth. So she's not a journalist. YouTubers are not a journalist. We are not journalists. We might be considered media because this is social media, but we are not journalists. If you went to school for journalism and now you're doing a YouTube and you're experienced with journalism and writing, and then absolutely you're a journalist. But just deciding to do a YouTube channel, deciding to jump in front of a camera, and just because you got a mic and just because you got a fancy program and just because you might get some receipts, it doesn't make you a journalist. Shout out to all 203 of you in the chat. Please hit that like button. And if you don't like the video, you can also hit that dislike button. It is the best way to help your favorite content creator. And it's the best way to hate on your favorite content creator. Hitting that like and that dislike, as well as sharing this video, as well as subscribing to the channel. Thank you. So, you know, when we sit and say, well, TMZ does it all the time. TMZ doesn't break the law. TMZ does not have federal workers accessing information and sending it to them. Tasha K went too far, and this time it caught up with her. Do I think that she meant to do that? Do I think that she intended, that she set out to commit a crime? No. No. But she was so eager to get the exclusive. She was so eager to get that information that she didn't care. She's admitted that. She's posted that. She didn't care. She got what she wanted. She got the information and she put it out. And she's going to continue to do that until YouTube snatches her channel from her. And we're going to get into that. Those that say, oh, can she lose her YouTube channel? Did she violate any YouTube terms and conditions? Absolutely. Absolutely. Did she violate any terms and conditions when it comes to YouTube? Absolutely. And so for her, when she was in this live and she was looking like this, and she was, don't tell me about spitting. I'm not going to lose my goddamn channel. Y'all stop that goddamn shit. When she went off like that, I'm in compliance. That's why they motherfucking hate me. Because I'm in compliance. All my shit is compliant. I don't know what you mean by compliance. This is not tax. We are not auditors. We are not tax preparers. Compliance. We're not in, a corporate America. This is YouTube. So when you say all your shit is in compliance, girl, all you literally do is go down into a basement that you made a studio, flick on a few lights, turn on your vMix, turn on your goddamn microphone, and go to work. So all of this, I'm in compliance. That's why everybody hate on me. Compliance. What is compliance? It was the word compliance for me. I said compliance. No, girl, you are absolutely out of line as far as YouTube guidelines go. Yes. When you're dealing with information that is for the courts, information that is federally protected, and you're on your YouTube platform, you are under Google. I keep telling you guys, we use Google licenses. When we do these videos, they're covered under Google licenses. Unless you have your own license. You're using Google's platform. So you are now another huge liability. You got the Cardi B case, and now you're dealing with federal workers getting information that doesn't belong to you. You are violating people's privacy. You violated R. Kelly's privacy. You're violating Azriel Clary's privacy. You're violating Jocelyn Savage's privacy, however you say her goddamn name. People that were in these emails, the subject matters, the ones that are emailing, the people that are going back and forth, you are violating their privacy by disseminating that out to the public. You were the receiver of that information. I could see if she took the information and she kept it for herself. She didn't let the public know she had it. She didn't go on her video, and she didn't, go on her channel and make a video. If she had kept the information to herself and just, oh, wow, oh, this is hot, and she didn't say anything, then no, I wouldn't, I don't see her being in trouble because nobody knows she's got it. The feds would have asked, oh, did this worker send you this information? Yes, she did. but I didn't use it. I didn't post anything about it. I didn't go on to make a video. I didn't do any of that. I kept it for myself. I read it and I moved on. I didn't post anything. But the fact that you took the information and then you went on YouTube and you read it verbatim, that just goes to show you that you never know who is watching. How did they even learn that it was a blogger named Tasha K all the way out in Georgia? These people in Chicago, the workers in Wisconsin, how they know Tasha is doing videos? And they read, oh my God, she got this shit verbatim. Where did she get this information? So now we got to start doing audits. Now I'm going to tell you, in my line of work and in my line of business, I'm going to tell you a little story. We had an employee that was doing and accessing information, accessing patient information, accessing their credit card information, social security card information. And we found this out because they were in legal trouble for something else. When we found that they were in legal trouble for something else, the investigators then let us know that they had information that belonged to our practice, that they noticed that they had some patient information. Well, as me being a manager, what was it my job to do? It was my job to see how the worker obtained that information. So what did I do? Because I am a manager, I have access to the IT department. I have a higher level of clearance for the software that we use. So I'm able to see usernames that go access this screen and access that screen and access databases that house the credit card numbers, databases that house the social security cards. And then I see, oh, this user with this first and last name was logging on at this time, at that time, printing off this, printing off that. She has no need to do that because she doesn't work in that area. So what is she doing logging into that area? So that is the same concept with Tasha K. That is the same concept. Because she doesn't pay attention and she doesn't think that there are people watching her videos. You claim that you are so big. You are huge. You're so famous. Why do you not think, oh, let me keep my mouth shut? It could be people watching. I could get in trouble. But you're so tempted. You're so tempted because you're that need to feed, that desire to go viral, that need to have the exclusive overrode logic. Oh, I know I can get in trouble. I know I possibly can get in trouble, but I don't even care at this point. I don't care at this point. So, so she's doing videos. Well, let us go and look for the employee that gave her that information. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. They did that. Now the feds, now we're seizing information. Anytime the feds obtain a warrant, that's not something, it's not to sneeze about. This is a big deal. The feds are nothing to play with. The fact that the winos and the people that support her, because, oh, Tasha got it. That's Tasha K. I'm Tasha K. I'm Tasha K. The law doesn't apply to me. And that's what the winos think as well. I don't have to. The feds can't touch me. She's so cocky and so arrogant and wants to be appearing to us like she's got it all under control. So now she's tagging the FBI on her social media, on her Instagram. She's making these posts and she's tagging the FBI. Girl, don't taunt and tease the FBI. You are no match for the FBI. That is not YouTube. The FBI, they not YouTube bloggers. The FBI are not YouTube bloggers. You might think that you can manipulate YouTube and the YouTube community, but you are no match for federal investigators. You are no match. When I see people look like this, and I see the chiclets getting ready to fall out because you got your eyebrows raised, you in that closet. When you see Tasha in that closet, she ready to go to work. When she get in that closet or in that bathroom or in that backup channel, she ready to go to work. Don't sleep on Tasha. She ready to go to work. She knows that she is in trouble. And that is a look of worry. I don't care what no one says. Her face, you can see the worry. That is not a look of content. That's not a look of peace. That is a look of worry. That is stress. That is stress. Let me say, you see this? You see that? You see that sweat? You see those beads of sweat up there under that fade? You see that? That is stress. That is perspiration. That is paranoia. That is the feds is watching, bitch. They watching. Oh shit. Motherfucking feds. Well, shit, at least I got my motherfucking fade. At least my goddamn fade is tight. Stop telling me about my motherfucking channel. Stop asking me about that shit. That's what she's saying right there. When she look right there, that's when she said, stop asking me about my motherfucking channel. Stop saying my shit gonna be terminated. I'm not gonna lose my goddamn channel. Shit. That's how she's right there. The veins is popping out of her forehead. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Look at her mouth. Look at her lips. Look at her nose. She is, don't ask me about my motherfucking shit. I ain't gonna lose my shit. What the fuck you think? I'm a fucking Tasha K. I'm a fucking Tasha K. Where's my goddamn wine? Shit! Bring me my goddamn wine. Ain't nobody eating tonight. Warm up them goddamn oodles and noodles. Shit. Don't you see I'm in here screaming at the goddamn camera? Don't ask me for shit to eat. Shit. That is a look of stress. That is not a look of, oh, I just got to pay. I just got to pay a little bit. I just got to pay. That right there, bitch. Who the fuck said she want a motherfucking Birkin bag? I ain't got no motherfucking money for a Birkin bag. Who the fuck said I got to pay $75K? Don't be asking me about my goddamn channel. Look at them beads of sweat. Bitch, that's the beads of sweat when you sitting on that toilet and you can't get that turd out. That's how that sweat is right there. When you sitting on that toilet and you can't get that turd out. Child, Boosie twin, not even, that's more than Boosie. Matter of fact, where's my goddamn picture of Boosie? Matter of fact, let me get my goddamn picture of her twin. Where's my goddamn picture? Matter of fact, y'all need to stop. Don't ask me about my goddamn channel. Don't ask me about my goddamn channel. Let me see if I can get a side by side. I can't get a side by side. Ooh. Child. Oh, and not to mention, child, not to mention this, child, not to mention this. Oh, Tasha K. Not to mention that we already know, I can't get it. I was trying to get the side by side. The computer program that I'm using, it's not going to allow me. Wait, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can make one real quick for y'all. Y'all so bad. Let me see. Y'all are bad. I'm gonna see if I can make a side by side for you. You're gonna leave it right there, honey. Child. Now, I'm not going to be able to do a side-by-side with this computer program. I would have to make it, and I ain't got that kind of time. But we already know what type of lawyers that Tasha K has. We already know, that she's used. Oh, gosh. Oops, sorry. We already know that she's using $4.99 attorneys. We already know that she's using Olga, prepaid legal service, child. We already know. And if you have been watching my channel, then you already know what type of lawyer Olga is. But in case you're new here, all 320 people in the chat, go ahead and hit that like button. In case you are new here and you have not seen Olga in action, well, I will warn you, this video is disturbing. Okay, I'm going to play a video, and I have to warn you, this video is very disturbing.
So she thought the plaintiff was actually, at the time that she received this message, she really thought this was the plaintiff doing this?
Correct. I mean, she said yes.
And she thought the plaintiff was trying to set her up, so she'd just go ahead and take the bait and put it all out there.
Which her purpose was to show that the plaintiff was trying to set her up so then the plaintiff could then go and claim that she posts fake stories.
Well, so, if there's a trial in this case, I hope she has a better story than that, because that makes no logical sense. I mean,
she probably be able to explain it better than I can, but that's the information that I have.
Well, there needs to be a serious evaluation of your case. If that's the defense that you're going to present to a jury, that she knew all along it was false, and she thought it was the plaintiff, she didn't believe it was true, but she went ahead and published it anyway. But when she thought the plaintiff was trying to set her up, no reasonable person would do that. I mean, that makes as much sense as nothing. I mean, okay, so that's her source. Then if assuming that to be her source, she claims T.I. is the source for some things. Did she know who T.I. was?
No, Lovely T was never a source for anything.
Lovely T, is that it? It's not T.I., it's Lovely T?
Lovely T is the name of the blogger, yes, sir.
So Lovely T was not a source for any of these allegations?
No, what happened was Ms. Jones posted a video on her own Instagram account that went viral, that was about the plaintiff. That's when my client, the defendant, reached out to Ms. Jones for an interview. That's what whole that's how it was set up. During as she was talking to Lovely T, they used to be friends. Lovely T also has a YouTube channel. She also does the same thing. They post celebrity stories on their blogs, on their YouTube channels. She, was talking. Lovely T is the one that I believe even told my client about the Jones video, the one that went viral from Jones's Instagram. When they were when they were talking, Lovely T said that might have had some receipts that, show that some of the things that Ms. Jones was saying was not true, but she never produced or gave my client any of those things. My client.
So I got you. I was confusing Lovely T with being the source. Lovely T was the person who told her that some of these things might not be true. But I got you. Okay. I'm not really too interested in the stuff that Ms. Jones provided to her. At this point, I was more interested in the things that she said she had, or at least the plaintiff's attorney said that the defendant did not have a source for.
The source for some of the statements was obviously the things that Ms. Jones said to her in the interview, coupled with there are again numerous videos of the plaintiff herself on the internet talking about these things herself.
I think at one of our last conference that we had, I'm not sure what that might have been a motion to dismiss. Or the discovery dispute. That's probably what it was. That day-long hearing on discovery dispute. At least by then, I had made a statement that I questioned to some degree the plaintiff's claim for damages, given the profile that she has as a performer. Certainly, the videos, the music videos that she does, are very provocative. And that's probably a very mild way of describing them. Of course, a lot of that goes to damages, I suppose. But I guess you could argue that some of that may even support some of the allegations that the defendant made about her. Not all of them for sure, but maybe a few of them. But the more fundamental question I have for you, as it relates to these videos that you have, and I looked at your videos, how do you propose to make those admissible? To the extent that they are compilations, your client didn't, I'm presuming, didn't put them together, that she might have downloaded them from somewhere. It seems like a reasonable thing to have done would have been to have taken the plaintiff's deposition and show her the videos and ask her, is this her? Is this you performing or saying things or doing whatever? But you didn't do that. So how is it that you're going to get those admitted?
Well, the videos are, and again, no, my client did not put them together. It's the same situation with, it's the defendant, not the defendant, the plaintiff, using her, Instagram Live or her Instagram profile and posting those videos where she just talks. They're not, music videos or videos of her performing. This is just like her, she gets on the live and she's just talking to her fans. Now, some of these videos that I'm referring to specifically as it relates to her making these statements that she was herself a prostitute. She refers to herself as a quote, and this I'm quoting, a stripper hoe, end quote. In these videos, she has had a huge social media following even prior to her actual music career taking off. So she has had her Instagram has been active for a long time, even before she, started becoming, an international celebrity. So some of these compilations are, it's people on YouTube, obviously, that put them together, but it's clearly her in the video. She has the same handle that she has now on her social media.
Did you guys not hear Olga say that Cardi B was famous and well known before she became an international celebrity? She basically admitted that they were compilations put together by her fans, and that the videos where she's saying she's a prostitute and all these type of things, they were jokes. They were skits. They were not real videos. It was not true. So Olga basically right here, she's telling the judge that those videos were not real. They were not real narratives. That Cardi B was doing skits because we all know that's what Cardi used to do on her live. So how are you paying an attorney that is supposed to be fighting for you, and she's basically exposing you? She's basically proving Cardi B's case that you lied and you knew you were lying when you did the video. You committed defamation when you did the video because you knew the information was a lie. So this is the same situation that Tasha K finds herself in now, where you know it is a lie. With Iggy Azalea, what did she say? I know it's a lie. I'm not taking it down. I'm not apologizing. She knows that her exclusive receipts are lies so that she can go viral. At what cost are you willing to go through? It's a shame.
Your profile. So, I mean, we have not, again, this is the first time I'm hearing of those videos might have been doctored or, being edited. We certainly didn't edit them. We produced to the plaintiff as we, downloaded the video, as we found it on YouTube. They have not provided us with any videos, with the full videos from any of those clips. If they're saying that that the videos are doctored, then I would have expected to see video, because their client is the one that posted those videos online. She's the original source of the videos. So whether someone else on
maybe that may be true. That's maybe logically true, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Now you see right there, even the judge says maybe. That doesn't mean that it's true. They could be doctored. It doesn't have to be her. It could be an image that is people use to make it look like it's her. And watch Olga's response. Now, Tasha K, if you plan on using Olga for this federal situation that you find yourself in, and if I was Larry Reed, I would back out. Now, I would not be using Olga in any legal situations that I have. Olga would be taking a back seat. She would be out of my life if I was Larry Reed. Tasha K needs to fire her as well. Watch her response.
I don't know of any other way to get your own Instagram, an Instagram live video from your profile with your face on it to the internet, other than you being the person that posted or the user.
So I took a plea yesterday, and I'm taking probably 20 pleas. And
okay, I have to answer a comment that is made by She Is Yah's Witness. She Is Yah's Witness says, Tasha K can claim she is media. When the Fed employee leaks info to the press is never punished. All right, so now let me give you the tea on the media tactic and the media narrative. A journalist and media, you are absolutely right. They are usually protected from leaks and information that is given to them when it is information that is not supposed to be given to the public. But Tasha K is not a journalist. YouTube bloggers and YouTubers are not considered journalists. They are not considered media. We are not considered media or journalists when it comes to that law and that unseen law, should I say unspoken law. If you don't believe me, you can go do your research. YouTubers are not covered under the journalist law, or the unseen, unspoken word that when it applies to journalists. Now, when you are a journalist and media, when they're given information, you're not supposed to pay for it. I spoke with my lawyer about this before I went live, before I did this video, and I asked him that. I asked him several questions, and he advised me that journalists, to be covered under journalists, he also said YouTubers are not considered journalists. You could argue it, but he said you're not considered journalists. Media, maybe, because media, social media. But a journalist, you do not pay for interviews. You don't pay for the information that is leaked to you. If you pay or give any type of compensation, then it's not covered. Right. So JJ, when I say unspoken, it's not an actual law. Like the journalist law, it's not a law. It's not something that is written on its, like written somewhere. That's what I mean, J&J, when I say that. It's like, how we have these unspoken rules, they're not written down anywhere, but it's like kind of like we all go by it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to journalists, that's like an unspoken rule that journalists do not have to worry about if something is leaked. Like WikiLeaks. You know how WikiLeaks, WikiLeaks, when information from the government and different files were being leaked, usually that is, it's illegal. But apparently, if you get information like that, as long as you post it to WikiLeaks or they get it, it's not illegal because they are journalists, they're considered media and what have you. And they don't, if they, you didn't pay for it, it was just given to you, it was dropped off, somebody mailed it, it's doesn't have a name on it, it's anonymous, and they expose it. Whistleblowers, they do it all the time. So this situation, I keep telling you guys, whether or not R. Kelly did this or not, whether or not you guys believe he's guilty, he still has rights. This man's rights were violated. Tasha K had no right disseminating information to the public, whether it was brief, whether she just said it, laughed about it, and got off her video. She had no right to give that information. She violated his privacy. She violated his privacy, and she violated the others that are in these emails, that are on these logs, giving money, all of these things that she knew about. She violated their privacy. Those are other laws and rules that are broken. Privacy laws. So yeah, there's a lot of laws, there's a lot of criminal activity going on here.
About people sending emails to companies and other companies sending millions of dollars to bank accounts based on these emails that look like, and for all appearance purposes, to the sender are the email addresses and bank accounts of the companies within there doing business, but they're not. They're spoofs, they're email scams, they're romance scams, all these things are occurring. It's not an admissible document simply, or video simply by saying the calls. I mean, there's a procedure you can go through. And one of the ways was to take the plaintiff's deposition and show them to them and say, is this you? Did you say these things? She may have said yes, she may have said no, but you didn't do that, so you don't have that today. Now, you submitted them to us, so I guess we can look at them, and I guess we're all familiar with what the plaintiff looks like generally. And so perhaps under the federal rules, I can surmise that, well, there is a way for you to make these videos, or at least parts of these videos, admissible at trial, because the plaintiff will be here, and you can ask her. And if the plaintiff wants to make a motion in limine, that we have that discussion outside the presence of the jury, so that you can ask her about these videos before you try to move them into evidence, then I suppose that we can do that, or you can even make that motion, I suppose. But as far as I know, that's really about the only way you're going to be able to get them into evidence. I mean, it's not. You couldn't put a witness on the stand who says, "I've looked at this video, and this video is the plaintiff." The law doesn't allow you to do that. The jury could do that, I suppose. But
my plan was to ask the plaintiff to get them into the plaintiff, because they depict her, and presumably, they depict her to my knowledge and understanding. So that was the plan.
Can somebody tell me why Olga's eyes look like this? I mean, her and Tasha K, they both have, similar stares. Tasha, she's all drunk and high over there in the closet, going crazy with her eyes popping out of their sockets. And Olga, look at her eyes. She always has this stare, like almost as if, she can't, I don't know, is she cross-eyed or, it's just really weird the way she looks. And I'm pretty sure the judge had to be irritated by it, because it was like she just kept, making her eyes wider, and like as if she was saying to him he didn't know what he was talking about. Like, duh, I plan on doing this way, and I plan on doing that this way. And the judge is like, what are you doing? How do you plan to get the, what do you even think is, I can't make this shit up. This is, I just have to show you. I can't make it up. I just got to show you.
How to, authenticate them, because
okay. So let me ask you about the Pornhub video. Did your client admit that she knew that was not the plaintiff when she published it?
No, Your Honor. In fact, what she actually testified to her deposition was that somebody sent her a link to that video.
Well, what's the more part then? I mean, if that's not exactly right, if you know what exactly she said, can you tell me?
The statement about the HPV was, I know you have to have HPV, or I think, I bet you have to have HPV because, and then she talks about, whatever she talks about her husband. But when she was asked to clarify.
And if the plaintiff doesn't have HPV, that's not actionable?
Well, number one, she did state in that same exact video, before she even talked about it, she said, I don't know. I said, I can't confirm that she does or doesn't, but, and then when she was asked about it in her depositions, she stated, I didn't know for sure if she had HPV. It was a joke. I was joking. She explained that she was joking in that.
She said that later.
In her deposition, yes, Your Honor.
Well, that's irrelevant. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with, that's not in the, when she made this statement in her video, if she'd have said, as a comedic statement, oh, I bet you even have HPV, like, not that David Letterman would have said something like that. He may have come close sometimes with people, but that was comedy, and it was said in jest with a jesting tone in the beginning. But in this particular case, what she said later in her deposition was not communicated to the people that heard or saw the statement that she made. So I don't think it's relevant, other than the fact that it confirms that she had no source. So my point is, are you saying that it would be clear from a review of the video as a whole that she was not really saying that the person had HPV, she was just joking or something like that?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Your Honor. If you review the video, you could tell that she's like smiling and laughing, and it's like you could tell that that she is joking, and she in fact says she doesn't know whether that is true or not true in that same video. So if you review the video as a whole, I believe that exactly how you just described that is what the audience would have seen.
Okay, so your position is that it was a joke, Or is your position that she was just saying it was her opinion that she probably got it? It was probably called HPV from her husband because he was having an affair.
I think she was making a joke about it.
And if no reasonable juror can look at that video, which we have, right? We've got a copy of it somewhere. If no reasonable juror could look at that video and reach the conclusion that your client was stating anything other than facts, then you would agree that saying someone has HPV that you don't know to have HPV would be an actionable thing, right?
I mean, if she stated in the video that she didn't know that to be a fact, so I feel like that clarification, even if they didn't to her DMs and she reviewed it and it looks.
She thought it was the plaintiff.
Correct, because it's in the setting of the video is inside of a strip club, which the plaintiff used to work at a strip club, and it looks like the plaintiff. So that was.
So the plaintiff is presumably going to testify at trial that is not her, that she did not engage in anything of the sort as alleged. And so there's her testimony. And then your client certainly doesn't know, and in trying to defend herself, I guess you're going to ask the jury to take a look at the video to determine whether it was reasonable for your client to assume that was in fact her, so that she could then go report that she saw the plaintiff doing these things. Is that the way you anticipate this will work at trial?
That's what I was anticipating. Yes, Your Honor.
Ciao. She said that's what she was anticipating. That's how she's anticipating that this is going to work. She admitted that those videos, they are compilations of Cardi B. She admitted that they are Vine videos from before when Cardi was not famous. So I don't understand why anyone still thinks that Tasha can come back from this and somehow win. Just like the narrative, how can Tasha K even think that she is above the law and that the federal, protection, it doesn't apply to the emails, doesn't apply to R. Kelly's transcripts for his phone calls. You violated Azriel's rights. You violated the Jocelyn's. Whoever those emails belong to, whoever is communicating with R. Kelly, that was between them and R. Kelly. They are at the prison communicating. That stuff belonged to the prison. It's not yours. It don't belong to you. It didn't belong to that worker. You had no right accessing that information. So what I am trying to get people to understand, you have to learn how to separate the way you feel about someone from what is legal and what is just. Would you want someone violating your rights? Would you want someone violating your privacy? I mean, all for their YouTube videos, all for them to be able to go viral. To me, I just don't think that it is appropriate. As a federal worker, you had an oath, you had a responsibility when you signed your contract, when you signed your little paperwork. For all of you that don't know, when you sign an application or you sign paperwork, when you're getting a job, that's a contract. It's an oath that you're taking, that you promise not to violate this rule. You promise not to use their software and their computer systems for your own personal gain. You promise not to do certain things. It's a contract that you're signing. So when you violate those restrictions and you violate those guidelines, you're at fault. I don't understand how anyone doesn't get that. How anyone does not understand that there were rights violated. Doesn't have anything to do with Tasha K being a blogger. Doesn't have nothing to do with Tasha K being a journalist. I keep telling you, YouTubers are not journalists. We did not go to school for journalism. We are on Google. We decided we wanted to get into this. We decided we wanted to be YouTubers, and we decided what content we wanted to, we wanted to deliver. Anyone can jump behind a computer screen and deliver a video. That doesn't make you a journalist. So this whole narrative that, CNN and Fox and all these people, they get information all the time and they leak it, that is not a criminal act. When you have information that is protected and you access that information and you give it to someone that should not have it, that is a violation. That's a violation of the person's rights. That's a violation of the prison's laws and rules. If it wasn't a violation, if it wasn't a crime, the feds wouldn't be involved. So if there was no crime here, and CNN does it all the time, the feds would not be involved. It's the feds for me. I don't understand why people don't get that. The feds are involved. That's serious. They obtained a warrant. Do you know what a warrant is? Anytime the feds have obtained a federal warrant, crimes have been committed. So anytime you've committed a crime, you are absolutely facing possible jail time. Tickets and fines from driving and speeding and having some type of moving violation, having your freaking license suspended, carry jail time. Any crime carries jail time. Now, will you get jail time? Will they go that far? That's the question. But most crimes carry jail time. Whether it's minimal, they carry jail time. I need people to stop acting like Tasha K is above the law. That somehow laws don't apply to her because she has 900,000 subscribers and she has a large YouTube platform. When did it become okay for people to break laws to get information as an exclusive to be able to deliver a YouTube video to their subscribers? When did breaking the law become part of the game? When did breaking the law become okay? I need these people that are supportive of Tasha K to really just take the cotton balls out your ears and listen. You got an elite attorney that has been practicing law for 20 years. Give information that was just and that was correct. And you are in the chat and in the comment section arguing with this man. Then you got Tasha K that comes on, oh, my goddamn channel. I ain't gonna lose my goddamn channel. Well, let me show you this. These are the YouTube policies and procedures that were violated. Now, anytime information is protected by the government, federal information, and the federal agents obtain a warrant to seize this worker's computers to try to find out what she did to get this information. Did she sell it? Did she give it to Tasha for free? Whatever it is they're looking for. Government requests to remove content. So you do not think that the feds are going to issue a request to YouTube? This information already is protected by the government. R. Kelly's rights have been violated. Asriel Clary's rights were violated. Jocelyn's rights were violated. Their privacy was violated. So you don't think that the government would send a request to remove content? Courts and government agencies around the world regularly request that we remove information from Google products. We review these requests closely to determine if content should be removed because it violates a law or our product policies. In this report, we disclose the number of requests we receive in a 6-month period. Now, how government requests are made. We receive content removal requests through a variety of avenues and from all levels of government. Court orders, written requests from national and local government agencies, meaning FBI, that is a local government agency, and requests from law enforcement professionals. Sometimes users will forward us government removal requests, such as when someone attaches a court order showing certain content to be illegal. Some requests are for the removal of multiple pieces of content, and conversely, there may be multiple requests that ask for the removal of the same piece of content. Evaluating requests. We always assess the legitimacy and completeness of a government request. In order for us to evaluate a request, it must be in writing, as specific as possible about the content to be removed and clear in its explanation of how the content is illegal. We don't honor requests that have not been made through the appropriate channels. If we receive a verbal request, we will ask for it in writing. Court orders. We evaluate court orders in a number of different situations. Sometimes an order creates obligations on Google. We review these orders to determine what our obligations are and whether to appeal. We also voluntarily act on some orders that aren't directed to Google, in deference to court's authority to determine if a piece of content is illegal according to local law. We may also use a court order that doesn't directly find content illegal as evidence to help us evaluate a request. For instance, we're more likely to remove links to content that a court has found to be false, including in some cases in jurisdictions beyond that of the original order. We examine the legitimacy of every document we receive, and if we determine that a court order is forged, we won't comply. We also examine the applicability of all documents we receive. Court orders provided as supporting evidence to a claim that don't relate to content removal do not compel Google to take any action. Now, if you don't think that what I just read means that she could have her content removed, she could either have, at this point, when you violate YouTube policy guidelines, you can either have your channel removed, you can either have it terminated, or they can just remove the content. But if information is already protected by federal law, do you not understand? R. Kelly is in jail, right? He's in jail, okay? He's in jail. His rights are, it is up to that agency to protect his rights. Whether you believe R. Kelly is innocent or guilty, he is a human being. Whether you believe Azriel Clary is a victim or not, she is a human being. Whether you believe Jocelyn, whether you believe whatever your belief systems are, I am not here to debate that. We are not here to debate that. That is not what this video is about. This video is about laws and rules being broken for YouTube videos. When you are in jail, It is up to the jail. It is their responsibility to protect your rights, to protect your information, to shield your information, to not get the public access to your information. Okay? So the R. Kelly, whether he's guilty, not guilty, I don't want you guys to focus on that. I see you guys in the chat, and I see Jamisha Taylor. I see her comments. I see other people that are, wanting to talk about that. We are not going to speak about whether that's not what this video is about. This video is not about R. Kelly's trial. This video is not about Azriel Clary. This video is not about Mr. Clary. This video, we did that yesterday. This video is about Tasha K thinking that she is above the law. This video is about a federal officer giving information to a blogger, not a news media outlet, a YouTube blogger. This is about people's rights being violated. Like I said, whether or not you believe in R. Kelly, whether you don't like him, whether you like him, that has nothing to do with what we are talking about right now. We are talking about Tasha K's crappy lawyers, Tasha K's crappy attorneys, Tasha K looking like Boosie up in her. Don't be talking about my goddamn channel. I'm not about to lose my goddamn. I wish y'all stop fucking saying that. This is about Tasha having a nervous breakdown on her platform, threatening the lead attorney, saying she's going to Derek Jackson, do him like Derek Jackson. Now, Tasha, you did this once before to a journalist or to an investigator or to somebody. I forget what the man was, but you threatened him and he had to take a protection order out on you, and they had to come try to seize your firearms. You were all in the press for that. You've made threats before to people. You have to learn, my dear, that when you get yourself into these situations, you got to get yourself out of them. Spitting all on the camera, going on your backup channel drunk. My goddamn, I wish y'all stop talking about losing my goddamn channel. I'm not gonna terminate my goddamn channel. This has nothing to do with that. We are not talking about R. Kelly. We're talking about Lil Boosie. We're talking about Boosie, little sister, aka Tasha K. That she thinks she is above the law. She goes to all lengths for exclusives. Do I think that she meant to go this far this time? Absolutely not. Did she think that this was going to backfire? No, she did not. Do I think that she paid for the information? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I think that she paid cash? I don't know. But she gave compensation. There is no way that a federal worker, you're working in Wisconsin, R. Kelly is in Chicago, Tasha K is in Georgia. There is no way that you just decided to keep tapping into R. Kelly's files over 153 times, and you just decided, oh, I'm going to give this information to Tasha K. And here is Tasha. She has now putting these bots in my chat. These are the same people that webcams chat. I removed them. Those are the same bots that she always sends. Yeah, they start spamming me. And that's nobody but Tasha, because every video that people do and we are talking about her and we're exposing her, it's the same bot, the webcamschat.com. They come. That ain't nobody but Tasha K. You're not brave enough, chicklets. You're not brave enough, chicklets. You're not brave enough, donkey from Shrek. Looking like donkey from Shrek. Looking like donkey from Shrek. You're not brave enough to come on the platform and express yourself and explain yourself. Yeah, Coyote Cage, they do be in everybody chat. But this particular one shows up and All About the Trees. If All About the Trees is here, this particular one shows up whenever Tasha K is the subject of a video. They came on, that particular bot came on Hot Shot, came on All About the Trees. That particular bot came on those two videos when Tasha was being exposed for her mess, when they were exposing receipts and stuff like that. So, yeah, I understand that bots come, they always come. I know that. But that particular one, that webcamchat.com, that comes up every time I do a video about Tasha K. And I noticed on other people's channels as well. So, yeah, girl, we are on to you. We know that that bot is you. We know that bot is related to Tasha K. Child. We want to know why you went and got these chiclets. Your teeth were already pretty. You didn't need those chiclets. And I keep telling you guys, Tasha K is talented. It is a shame that her talent went to waste. It's a shame that her talent went to waste. It's a shame. Excuse me, but this person, I'm not feeling them. I'm gonna get rid of them myself. Usually, you know, I usually don't entertain people, but I'm not having that tonight. All right. So, yeah. You know, we just want to understand why she thinks that she's above the law. She's not above the law. She kept saying she's trying to lose weight and all this. Honey, looking at this, she's losing that weight. This situation that she's in, that's stress. That is a look of stress. That's stress right there. That's stress right there. You got beads of sweat popping out all on your forehead. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beads of sweat pop. That's stress. The eyes tell it all. That is paranoid. Paranoia. Bitch, they out there. Like she just took a, they out there. You see them? They out there. Shut. They out there. They got a motherfucking warrant for my arrest. Tell them I'm not here. Tell them I'm at Kibi Studios. Bitch. Tell them I'm at Kibi Studios. That's stress. That's a look of stress. So, we always want to pose the question, when a person feels that they are above the law and they do things that, you know, are criminal in nature, and then they don't want to take accountability, and their subscribers don't want to hold them accountable. It's like, okay, we know you do this on YouTube, and we know that you think you can get away with things on YouTube, but you're now playing in the Fed's backyard. You're now playing in the court of law backyard. This ain't YouTube. That ain't YouTube. She went into the Cardi B case acting like she was above the law when the interrogatories and summary judgment response was supposed to be turned in on time. Her lawyers did not turn it in. She had the judges, he was pissed. If you don't, matter of fact, I got tea on that too. I have a receipt for that too. Here is a receipt showing Tasha K's lawyers and Tasha K entering in their summary judgment answers and responses late After asking for an extension and being denied, still turning it in late. And this was the judge's response.
Good morning. We are convening for a hearing in case number 19 CV 1301, Almanzar versus Kiwi et al. There are two motions that are docketed, I think, to be heard. Really, only one that I'm going to entertain argument on, and that is the motion for summary judgment by the plaintiff. The motion for extension of time to respond, I'm going to decide that based on the materials that have been presented. But I do want to address it. The comments, I'm not going to entertain argument as I stated. I am profoundly disappointed that a party could ask for an extension, not receive the extension, and still file their response late. I mean, I can't fathom in what world anyone would think that's appropriate, because it's not. And I've looked at the law on this area, and it is debatable, I suppose, whether or not the court or any court must look at the failure to do something as to whether or not it caused any prejudice to the opposing side. I mean, arguably it didn't. I mean, I can't really find that a 2 or 3 day delay causes prejudice, but it is wholly unprofessional. I mean, you don't ask. I don't even think it is justified if you ask for permission. If you never ask for permission, and then you simply file it late. But I recognize people can make mistakes. But this wasn't a mistake. This was, we're not doing it. Not necessarily because of any desire to just be disobedient to what the court has said, that has ordered. But it wasn't an accident. I mean, when the time period came for the response to be filed, obviously the defendants knew that the time was running out. No notice was filed. No motion was filed at that time. No half-baked or written response was filed with a stated intention to supplement. Total silence, nothing. And then 2 or 3 days later, the response is filed, and there's no mention made at that time that it was even late, which was obviously known. I'm not going to put up with that again in this case. And it's not the first time that the defendants have done something like that. I don't know that I'm going to punish the parties for it, but if it happens again in any form or fashion, the defendant needs to expect that the attorneys are going to be sanctioned for it. If I thought I could report it to the bar of the state of Georgia that if it violated the rule, I would do that. And I'm going to review the rules of the bar to see if it does. But it is wholly unprofessional. It should not happen.
Now, anyone that wants to debate that receipt, and anyone that still believes that Tasha K doesn't think she's above the law, and for the person that said Tasha can go live right now and garner more views than you, she can have more people in the chat than you, she just ought to have. She's got over 900,000 subscribers. I have only 8,000, maybe 8,140 subscribers right now. I've only been on YouTube for 1 year. Tasha's been on YouTube 8+ years, 10 years, 15 years. I don't know. You better have that type of following if you've been on YouTube forever. I would think you would be on a network by now. Everyone else has a network show. You are still my peer. So to the people that say that to me, that doesn't mean nothing to me. I have almost 400 people in the chat. I have over 8,000+ subscribers. I have integrity. People can, they can trust my receipts. My receipts are real. Who is watching you? Is anyone watching you? Do you have a YouTube platform? Where's your face? We can't even see what you even look like. So for the people that's old, that's getting old, it's getting tired. Oh, you can't get any views. I've only been on YouTube for a year, a little over a year. Matter of fact, I was so proud of my Facebook post today. This time last year, I was celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Like this time last year, I was excited about, oh my God, I reached 1,000 subscribers. And I was able to go live or whatever it was I was able to do. I got a community tab and all this and that. Today, I am at, just to think, I went from 1,000 subscribers to 8,140 subscribers. That's not easy. It's not easy to get subscribers. It's not easy to make content and people come watch you, especially as a new YouTuber. I have content on my channel. I've invested in myself. I bought equipment. I bought computer programs. You can look at my growth. You can go back to my older videos and watch and see the elevation. So you don't make me feel bad. You don't make me feel any kind of way when you say, oh, she could get more views. She could get more subscribers. She better have thousands of people in the chat. She's got thousands of subscribers. She's been on YouTube forever. If I was on YouTube since I didn't know anything about YouTube, 2015, 2018, I was busy at my career, Boosie. If you've been doing all of the shit that this woman went through to get subscribers, you're facing federal charges, you're facing lawsuits with celebrities, you're screaming on your backup channel every other day because you're in some shit every other day. You goddamn good and well better have thousands of subscribers in your damn chat. So it's the people that say, oh, you don't have as much subscribers. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. I haven't been on YouTube forever. I have a career. I actually work for a living. I don't do YouTube videos every day, all day. I'm not a YouTuber full time. All of the shit that Tasha K has done to get to the so-called top of the YouTube food chain, but she's still here with us. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? So, the people that support Tasha K, y'all better pray that she did not compensate this woman for these receipts. Because information that is protected under federal law, when you are incarcerated, when you are a prisoner, your phone records, your mail, all of that stuff is protected under federal law. It ain't have no business on YouTube. No business on YouTube. And why do we not see Tasha K in the building when we're speaking truth? She knows how to be in the building and be in chats on other people's videos. But when we're speaking truth, when we're exposing her ass, where's she at? She in the bushes watching. And then she go rant and rave and scream, yell, holler, curse. We know you watch, Tasha. Your posts, your rants, you telling yourself? I know you watch my channel. You watch it like a hawk. You be the first person, when I go live, you the first person in the chat. That's why those 3 thumbs down, those are from all your little troll accounts. How you got 3 thumbs down on a video that ain't even started yet? So, is Tasha K's channel compliant? Hell no. Did it violate YouTube community guidelines? Hell yeah. You're disseminating and posting information that is protected under federal law. I don't see where anybody doesn't understand that. I don't see where anybody does not understand that. So, we showed examples that Tasha thinks she's above the law. She thinks that, you know, dealing with the feds and having this Fed probe is a joke. She's on Instagram and pictures. She's got crabs in the front, crab, lobster claws, whatever the hell it was, talking about her last meal. She's making posts and tagging the FBI. That's not a joke. The feds, that's serious. You are facing an uphill battle. Now, it's up to the feds whether they decide to pursue it. But anytime they issued a warrant, they're going to pursue it. Just because there's no charges now, just because we don't know who the federal worker is now, and nobody's been charged, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Okay? So, you guys, I'm getting ready to go. Y'all see, we starting to get the allergies are starting to act up. The allergies, they starting to do what it do. The dust is starting to, the dust, the lights, all of it. We've been at it for a while. So, Tasha, you know, hey, girl, I don't know. You know, at this point, donkey, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I mean, you made a couple coins. You made enough coins to get these chiclets put in your mouth. You know, everybody has they got the veneers now. Tasha went out and got these veneers. And you can't tell her now, every time I turn around, she got this mouth open. She got this mouth open, smiling. But honey, when she went off on this live, I thought that they was dentures, and I thought they was going to fall the fuck out her mouth. Okay? I thought they was going to fall the fuck out her mouth. Yeah, Monica, you're right. Tasha thinks she's above the law. She needs to be accountable. And the winos need to hold her accountable. But hey, what do you expect from a bunch of drunken winos? I keep telling you guys, winos are people that are bums, that stand out in front of the liquor store all day. So it speaks to the type of people that follow Tasha K. If you want to be called a wino and you let somebody call you a goddamn wino, then that says a lot about you. Okay? So, you guys enjoy your night. We had over 400. At one time, we had almost 500 people in the chat. You guys going out there and hit that like button. You going out there and share this video. Now, for those of you that are members of my channel, I have a surprise for you. Okay? We did a interview with Moniece Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. We had 2 versions of that interview. Okay? I am going to put that video on for the members. That first video. Moniece answered questions a different way in that first video. She talked about being blackballed in that first video. Second video, she said she wasn't blackballed. First video, she said she was blackballed. We got a lot of other tea in that first video. So I'm going to load that video up the way it is. It's a lot of little, it had a little glitches and stuff, but I'm just going to load it up the way it is. It's going to be raw footage for my members. So you'll be able to watch that video. You'll be able to see what Moniece had to really say about VH1 and about Mona Scott. I think she was trying to get an extra check, so she tried to play it safe the second interview. And for those of you, I might as well let you know, I was planning on keeping it a secret. Matter of fact, I'm still going to keep it a secret. Just keep watching. Be on the lookout for a special interview that will be dropping Friday, either Friday or Saturday. We got someone that has been highly anticipated coming on the show. We'll be taping that tomorrow. So just be looking out for that interview. And that's all I got for tonight, you guys. So this has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by and entertaining my crazy ass. Now, Tasha, you better fill out them motherfucking interrogatories. Now, if the fans give you some interrogatories, you turn the bitches in on time. You make sure you fill it out all the way. Because the fans is not playing. That's a higher level, okay? You fill out them goddamn interrogatories. And you turn that shit in on time. Bye, y'all. Bye.